Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Mark.
Hello. Here with a very nice plant. So this is Fremont's bush mallow, Malacothamnus fremontii. And it's a widely spread plant in California, but it shows up sporadically. And part of that is because it's a fire follower, likes disturbed places, and needs fire in order to grow. This particular species of Malacothamnus is unmistakable because it has simple alternate leaves that are densely covered in this fuzz. And if you look close at the leaves, and you can maybe focus in on the camera there, it's actually covered in a really unique type of hair called a stellate hair that's star-shaped. So the leaf is densely covered in what look like lots of little ninja stars, which you can imagine is like a defense against herbivores. If an herbivore, like a caterpillar, comes in here and tries to eat the leaf, it gets covered in ninja stars and they get all into its digestive system and tear it up from the inside. The family is a new one for us. It's the Malvaceae, the Malva family or the hibiscus family. And many members, I'm not sure if all of members of this family, have stellate trichomes like that on the leaves, those star-shaped hairs. The shape of this leaf is also pretty distinctive. It's kind of like a, what's the club? Like when you're playing cards, the club. Kind of like that shape. It's not as deeply dissected. But again, it's also a pretty low shrub that germinates after fire. And so, here we see it pretty sporadically, but sometimes when a fire is swept through an area, suddenly this is the most common plant. So it's a good one to know. Malacothamnus fremontii. Check it out, look closely. It's pretty soft, actually. You're right, Paul. This could be another good toilet paper plant, as long as you're careful with the star-shaped trichomes. Some of the flowers are still here too, actually. They're pretty dry, but they kind of dry orange. But when they're blooming, they're beautiful. They're like these big hibiscus flowers, and they're usually pink or purple. They're not actually orange when they're flowering, as far as I know. Oh, it's also a plant that's endemic to California. Maybe gets in a little bit to northern Baja, but I'm pretty sure it's endemic to the California region. Although it does also occur in some desert places. And that's kind of a typical thing. A lot of the fire followers are also found in the desert too, because they can, withstand dry periods and then resprout. That's all I got to say. This is Malacothamnus fremontii, Fremont's bush mallow in the Malvaceae.